David, a kid, he goes up against Goliath, this giant, and what he says is, like, he uses his knowledge of what's happened previously in Israel. He knows about Moses and his staff and the men that were thrown into the furnace and weren't touched and weren't harmed. And, he talks about, the walls that the chariots were racing on, and they fell down by the will of God. And so now David faces Goliath, and he's like, I've seen what God does. And then we go to Romans 8:31 to 32 on page 944, and it's saying, God is for us, so we need to rise up. And, and then back to 1 Samuel 17:32, when you are up against unfathomable odds, God is for me, so I need to rise up. And so then Deuteronomy 31:6, page 172, God is with you. Like, God is always with you. And so then back to 1 Samuel 17:40, you see David, he walks into this fight. People are offering him their swords and their shields, and he's like, no. The weapon that God gave me was my sling and a rock. The message was that God is going to give you tools to fight battles, and you're going to be really comfortable with those certain sets of tools. And so David wasn't comfortable using a sword. David was comfortable using his sling and a rock, and he used it, and he hit the giant square in the freaking forehead and killed the giant. High. And so that's the thing, is knowing that God is with us. Aim high. God has used individuals who had the faith to believe, and when they aimed high, God got the glory. So the battle is the Lord's. We fight it, but it is the Lord's, and He will give you the tools that you need to use it. So for me, my tools is my truth and my voice, and those are the tools that I'm going to use. And so basically the thing that comes out of today is, God is for me, so I need to rise up. God is with me, so I need to step out. God will use me, so I need to aim high.